The Premier League is the biggest and most lucrative league in the world, and just playing in it is incredible for any player, but few players get to taste the success of winning the league outright and lifting that beautiful trophy. However, today we're not going to focus on them. We're going to focus on 8 legends of the league and the sport that never managed to lift that incredible trophy. Coming in at number 8, Marcel Desailly. Desailly played for Chelsea and is considered one of the greatest defenders of his generation. Before heading to Chelsea, he managed to win the Champions League with both Marseille and AC Milan, while he was part of the France sides that won the World Cup in 1998 and also the European Championships in 2000. However, as far as Premier League success, that was something that would elude his glittering career. He joined Chelsea at the age of 29, but was unable to win the Premier League in his 6th-season stint with the Blues. He left the team in 2004, and unfortunately the year after he left, they went on to win the Premier League. Coming in at number 7, we have Robbie Fowler. Robbie Fowler was an incredible striker, and he scored more than 30 goals in 3 consecutive seasons between 1994 and 1997. Although his career somewhat was hampered in his later years, he still remains an icon at Liverpool, particularly the Cup, before he left for Leeds in 2001. After his spell at Ellen Road, he played briefly for Manchester City, making a dramatic move back to Liverpool in 2006, where he scored the last of his 163 Premier League goals, a tally that puts him 6th on the all-time goal scoring list, and incidentally he also scored on both his Liverpool debut and the comeback debut as well, establishing him as one of the best natural finishers of his generation. He was so good, Liverpool fans even called him God at some point. At Anfield, however, he did manage to win 4 honours, including a cup treble in 2001 during 2 spells at Liverpool between 1993 and 2007. He scored a total across all competitions 183 goals in the 11 seasons. Moving from one English icon to another, Paul Gascoigne is one of the great cult heroes of English football, despite only having played in what we now call the Premier League in 4 seasons. 2 of those seasons were with the mighty Middlesbrough and 2 of them were with Everton, both of whom were more concerned about not getting relegated from the league rather than winning it. And the only big honour he won in terms of English honours was the FA Cup in 1991. However, Gascoigne always has the asterisk to his name that we all know that he turned down and moved to Manchester United in 1988, which would have changed a lot for him. Instead, he signed for Tottenham. Gascoigne said later that it's one of the biggest regrets of his career. To come in his defense, Manchester United hadn't actually won a title for 21 years when he actually did make the move to White Hart Lane, so unfortunately he was just caught out. He did manage to win 2 league titles during his 3 years in Scotland, however, with Rangers, but the football icon left the English league with that box unticked. Coming in at number 5, we have Fernando Torres, played for both Liverpool and Chelsea. In total, it was 3.5 seasons for Liverpool and 3.5 seasons with Chelsea. However, Torres had very different goal-scoring forms on the 2 clubs, but he was unable to lift the Premier League title in any of them. Arguably, the best Fernando Torres we have seen was at his stint at Liverpool, where he managed to score 24 goals in his first season with the club, and that was more than he ever managed to accomplish during his entire spell with Chelsea, following that incredible 50 million move in 2011. But alas for Fernando Torres, the glory of winning the title never really happened. Coming in at number 4, we have Gareth Bale, who played for Southampton and Tottenham. A promising left back when he left Championship side Southampton for Tottenham in 2007, Gareth Bale matured really into one of the most devastating left wingers attackers in the world, even managing to get Real Madrid to cough up a world record transfer fee as well. However, Bale never lifted a trophy during his spell at White Hart Lane, with the most success he achieved coming in the shape of 2 top 4 finishes. Bale was simply electric for Tottenham. He was unstoppable in the 2012-2013 season as he notched up 21 league goals before he went on to join Real Madrid in 2013 and subsequently won 4 Champions League titles at the club. Even a return at Tottenham didn't inspire Premier League success, and unfortunately we might never get to see the talented Welshman lift that trophy as he now resides in the USA. Coming in at number 3, we have the man who's in charge of match of the day, Gary Lineker, who was the darling of English football. Only Sir Bobby Charlton, Wayne Rooney and Harry Kane have scored more goals for England than Gary Lineker. Harry Kane shares a similar bane as Gary Lineker has of not lifting the Premier League title. The closest Lineker came to winning the Premier League was in one season at Everton. Lineker scored 30 league goals, but Everton finished second, 2 points behind arch rivals Liverpool. Everton had won the title the season before Lineker arrived, unfortunately, and they won it the season after he left, so Lineker was a bit of a bad omen. He had a simply glittering career despite this. Lineker starred at the World Cups and became an accomplished broadcaster as we know today and the face of BBC's football coverage. Coming in at number 2, Luis Suarez, who played for Liverpool. After changing from Ajax to Anfield, he came in like a hurricane in January 2011. Suarez accomplished a lot in the 3.5 seasons he was at Liverpool, but a Premier League title wasn't on that list. His goals took Liverpool within touching distance of glory in 2013-2014, with an incredible record of 31 goals in 33 games left no one in doubt about the incredible qualities of this Uruguayan striker, and subsequently led to Barcelona's 75 million move for him, and he was also considered one of the best strikers in the world. The former Anfield star remains a divisive, controversial figure in football, but there is little doubt that the Premier League is a less exciting place without his expertise. Suarez enjoyed one of the greatest campaigns in Premier League history, and those 31 goals in 33 games simply puts him above many others. And now coming into number 1, it is Mr. Captain himself, the legend of Liverpool, Steven Gerrard, who spent all 17 years at the club. He was on the front line of Liverpool's attempt to win the Premier League, but in the end, even the efforts of the great Steven Gerrard didn't prove enough. The Reds legend left the club having won every other honour apart from it: the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League. However, this will definitely be something that is leaving a frustrating gap in the medals collection at home. Gerrard turned down moves from Chelsea and otherwise to stay at the club, and is a fantastic player who should have lifted the Premier League title, though unfortunately it wasn't the case. The closest he came to winning the Premier League was back in the same season as Suarez, 2013-2014. Liverpool missed out by only 2 points after faltering in the final games. So there we have it. There are 8 legends of the sport who never went on to win the Premier League. Should I have included Les Ferdinand on this list, or even Jamie Carragher? But Liverpool have won it since then, but the drought really robbed the opportunity for some spectacular players. But that's basically it. Make sure to comment down below if you think I've missed anyone out, and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get to 1,000, and of course, as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day.